Hello. Let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Bear with me. I'm just kind of checking a connection here. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. So I was trying to share it to Facebook and YouTube. So if you're watching over there and you want to come on over, I think there's some links or something to click. But yeah. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? Nice to see you. So yeah, if anybody wants a card, you just simply ask for one if you'd like. You can be as specific as you want or as general as you want, and I'm happy to pull a card for you. So these are cards that I create. These are a mix of the Sacred Journey, the Mandala series, the For the Love of Trees deck. I've got a few of the new, there's a new Sacred Journey. Got some of the new ones in here. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. Nice. All right, let me see. Bear with me here. I wasn't really prepared. It's kind of like an impromptu thing. I thought I'd come on and pull some cards to distract myself from doing the work I actually really need to do. Awesome. Thank you for putting in a question form. It makes it a lot easier to see. There we go. Okay. What to look forward to in the coming days? That's a good one. That's a good question. What to look forward to in the coming days? There you go. Ooh, feels like a energy of becoming, really. So don't rush it, but imaginative being. So no need to hurry, no need to worry. Just slow down and listen for the limitless voice within. So things could get a little slower in the coming days. Take your time, though, honoring the cycles of creation. Take your time imagining yourself into being. So really, it feels like some ideas and lots of creative energy flowing, and probably some clarity, but feels more like you're entering a time of really intense imagining and visualizing and goal setting kind of thing. All right, it's your boyfriend's card. You bet. A general card. Did I just? Okay, you too. You're both doing it, so maybe you're doing that together. Yeah, your energy is really linked. All right. Balance is power. Everything great and small has its place within the all. So you can think big and still listen to that little voice within. You can work and play and lead and follow, be still and take a leap of faith. You can have it all when you see it's all worthy of having. So it's not either or, it's this and. So yeah, as you're doing that envisioning and you're kind of looking into what you want and what you could be and what is coming and defining some of those ideas, realize that nothing is really off limits. Well, good evening, Cindy. I'm glad you're here. How are you today? Nice to connect with you. 1 second. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, if anybody wants a card, you can just ask for one. Oh, my hands are better. You know what? I think it was just the one hand. And I think it was from my watch. My watch was like hitting this nerve right here and causing pain in my hand. And I stopped wearing my watch for a while and the pain's gotten better. Yay! So if you're just tuning in and you'd like a card, you can just ask. You can ask for a general card. You can ask any topic, any question that you have on in your mind. There are some, if you want to shop the bin, there's a little icon there that will take you to my shop. Some of these cards are in there. If you have, one of the vouchers or whatever, you can apply that to them. But I added a few paintings in there, some little canvases and stuff like that. So I'm just going to pull a general card for anybody who needs it. But yeah, if you want a card, you can just ask for one. There's no cost right now. Just felt like coming on and pulling some cards. All right, this one is for everybody. Patience. Patience and persistence. So have patience while the path clears. Expansion can cause old energy to be released. Just let it go. Stay focused on your goal. So especially when we're like making changes or something, that can, like, old stuff can come up. It's not coming up for you to give it your attention. It's coming up to be cleared. So just let it go. Stay focused on what you really want, on the new you. All right, Cindy, financial future, or fatigue, or both. Okay. I'm sorry that you're experiencing fatigue. So with everything is working out. I actually pulled this card for myself today too, just like brought that out. I can feel that fatigue. It almost is like so tired. It's like I know what fatigue is because I experienced fatigue for years, like chronic fatigue so bad that I had to like sit down on the floor and Target a couple times. Like it was so bad. So it's like you're too tired to even talk. And I felt a wave of that for a second. So it's just it feels like overwhelmed too. So this card's saying everything is working out. The pieces are coming together, the puzzle's filling in, everything's right on track. Give it time. Don't take score too soon. It feels like you're exhausting yourself trying to fill in all these things, but that's not your work. Your work is to hold a vision of what you want and have, I was going to say faith, that's another F word, but to have like certainty that the universe will provide, that God will provide, that spirit will provide, that however you define that, that it is indeed working out. Everything is working out for you. And some things are just not for you to figure out. Your job is to hold the vibration and to feel good, and have that strong belief in yourself and that you're worthy. It feels like that. It's like a belief in your deserving of things to work out in your best interest. Yeah. And not to when it says don't take score too soon, what that means is don't look at how things are right now. Your experience right now is evidence of how things were. And if you're bringing in new energies, you're not going to see that for a little while. So don't base what you're seeing right now on, don't call that the results of the changes you've made in kind of the orders that you've placed. So yeah, you're doing too much. much. You could be sitting still and still be doing too much in your head, trying to figure things out. I do that too. I'll keep myself up at night trying to devise a plan to change things. So it's definitely related, right? All right, this card is for anybody who wants it. If you're just tuning in and you'd like a card, you are more than welcome to just ask for one. But this is for anybody who's not everybody's comfortable asking. I get that, so I like to pull some cards just kind of anonymously. There we go. Promised Land. When you feel like a vessel lost at sea, remember, you're also the sun and the sky and the warm ocean breeze. You are exactly where you need to be today. That's on the same thread as what I was talking about, Cindy. Like, things are working out. The promise isn't just for the landing, but the songs we'll sing on the way. So it's not just about getting to some destination. It's not just about like figuring out the finances. It's about being in the present process is part of that. So what can you celebrate in this moment? What are you inspired to do and sing about and be joyful about? How can we celebrate now along the way? So that's energizing. That's tapping into that. So exhaustion comes from being depleted and not having enough fuel and not, but when we plug in to like that endless source of creation, that then, whoo, man, can we really go. It's one of the reasons I'm on here pulling cards, because this is energizing for me. I'm tapped into like the source of creation, and it just feels good. And I was feeling a little bit like I wanted to have a cup of coffee at 7 o'clock at night. But aw, hey, maybe it'll stick around for a while, Cindy. You never know. We'll see. It might stick around for a little bit. And maybe who knows. I think I scanned it, so there's a possibility for prints at some point too. So, was there? Where did I put my drink? Yeah, cute little opossums. I loved hearing about your friend and their opossum connection. That's pretty awesome. Awesome opossum. I feel like that should be a children's book title. What's up, Boo? Hi. What you doing, Lulu? Let's see. So yeah, if you're just tuning in and you'd like a card, just ask. I'm happy to get a card for you. What's up? My dog is wanting attention. What do you want? You just went out. Mm? Ooh, fairy treasures. Tell me about them. They sound fun. This one's sticking. Oh, this is from the new deck. At eternal becoming, from the depths we rise anew, with the strength to hold one another in truth. Peaceful minds and hearts aligned bring joy to a world of souls entwined. Peaceful minds and hearts aligned. I do love that feeling. I feel like we are kind of entering this. I don't know that we're entering it, but like I feel an increase in this connection with one another. Um, you know, kind of holding each other's truths so that we can kind of, I don't know, shine a little brighter. I feel there's a call to that a little bit. What is going on with you? I wish you were nearby here, Cindy. Your gnomes and your creations would be so welcome at some of the things that I attend. They're so fun, little spirit fairs and things like that. People would love them. I can't remember where you are. If you're on the, I've my like I placed you over in like Oregon, Washington, or like that Pacific Northwest, but I can't remember what part of the country you're in. All right, let's see. I gotta close my window here. It's getting dark out, much a little later now than it was, which is nice. Fairy fringe purse charms and fairy keys. Oh, I love that. I don't know why that really makes sense to me for some reason. It feels very fae-like to have like purse charms and keys. Does it, Lou? Oh, this just fell. Oh, and George. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. What? A little sticker fell. These cute little stickers. Mhm. Let's put that on. What do you want? So yeah, I'm working on the 7th set of these. I've got one down. I got 10 more to do. I got to get them all done this weekend before I go travel. How is it down there in Georgia? Is it real hot yet? I'll put these over here. I'm gonna work with this one. So if you're watching over on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure you click the link because I won't see your comments if you're commenting like on that. Oh, that's cold down there, huh? 36. Wow. Yeah, make sure that you're in you're come on over to Whatnot if you're watching on any of the other platforms because I did share it out, but I'm gonna go over here and share this too. There we go. Frost and freeze. Do you have plants and stuff you need to cover? I know my mom does that when they get frost and freeze warnings down in Arizona. I used to love when I lived out there. They would they'd spray the trees with water so that they were like covered in ice. I guess that like insulates, you know. I love that your phone or device or whatever corrected to freeze warmings. Frost and freeze warming. Warm up that freeze. We had the weirdest weather yesterday. It started raining and then it turned into like little pellets, and then the pellets just everything was covered in ice, and then we got snow after that. And I woke up to a couple inches of snow, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't want this. And then I waited a day, and now it's all gone. All right, here's just a general card. This card has been coming up, imaginative being. Yeah, what are you dreaming about? Yeah, I'd love to see those. Please do send me some pictures. For sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's in Indiana? Yeah. It's, ugh. Yeah, it was really like, when I was looking at the map, so she got that one side. It was like snow, it was like rain and snow, and then like my town was right in this little strip that was going across the country, like right in that middle. That's pretty wild. Yeah, if you're just tuning in and you'd like a card, simply ask for one. You can ask any question you want, or you can just say general card, please. There's no cost. If you like the cards, you can find those in my little shop there. Let's see. I'm going to pull just a general, just for anybody who's just tuning in. Who are you? This reminds me of the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland. That was kind of what made me think of so when I wrote the line, that's what it made me think of. Who are you? It says, a definitive answer eludes any attempt to catch or contain it, meaning you can't really know definitively, like there can't be like a final answer, like a sure, always 100% unchanging answer of who we are, right? Because we're always evolving. So just put down the net. Stop trying to catch it and open the heart. Allow your truth to flow. You're not merely the vessel or the seed or the flower. You're like water in a cycle of infinite evolution and a vital part of the all. So again, it's kind of like what we were talking about, Cindy, like trying to figure it out. Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? What's the right answer? What's the right action? All those kinds of things. Just put it down for a little bit. Who are you you are the one who flows with life. You are a work in progress and also a masterpiece, right? Yeah. All right. If you're just tuning in and would like a card, feel free to just ask. You can ask any question you want. No topics off limits. Here's one from the Mandala series. Interesting that we just had Who Are You? And this one is very much about that also. Embracing change. We wear different faces throughout the cycles of our life, yet we retain our core identity. What is that core identity? According to that last card, is just like we're part of the flow of creation, right? So when things change, it can help us answer the question, who am I? Who am I? So I wonder if that's coming up a lot for people right now, is like, who am I? That's what's coming through as I'm tuning into that. It's like, who am I? What am I supposed to be doing with this life? What's this all about? How do I make it easier? How do I get the money? How do I get the money? How do I get the success or the thing or the whatever? Bejeweled pictures of angels and fairies and flowers. Oh, that sounds nice. I love this. I love things that bring light into a space that's are faceted and sparkling like that. Yeah. So are you saying like the pictures themselves will be bejeweled, um like if it's a picture of like a flower, the petals and everything, or are you saying that around, like framed out with bejeweled? Ooh. Oh, that'll be cool. So like arranging the vintage jewelry on a flat surface, almost like mosaic. I was just picturing like this antique shop that I like wandering around and just finding. It'd be so fun to find pieces and then bring them home and make stuff with it. That sounds really great. I really love that. I'm gonna pull a card about that. Let's pull a card about the bejeweled, bejeweled pictures. Oh, what? Yeah, embrace that change and delight in love. Yeah, look for the beauty, renewed passion and life and love. That's so funny. So yeah, embrace that change. It feels like, yeah, like a shifting creative energy for you. I'd love that. Thank you, Cindy. That'd be great. Yeah. I'm gonna check on my. If you're just tuning in and you'd like a card, feel free to just ask. There's no cost for the reading. I do make these cards. You can find them in my shop. I'm just checking over on my. If you're over on YouTube or Facebook and you're watching, go over and there should be a link. I'm just checking on it real quick. Yeah, there's a link in the description that'll bring you here. It'll bring you over to the stream, and you can ask for a card here. I won't see it if you're on YouTube, so make sure that you go over. You come over to Whatnot. Changing up your creating. I love that. I think we have to do that. I do that too, even though I do kind of the same things. I mean, I do like the paint gazing sessions and I make cards. I'm always like doing something else on the side too. I think I get a new outlet with like redecorating my space. I love creating space. Oh, I'm so sorry. Have they said anything to you about like what the fatigue is related to? Are you eating and nutritious food and drinking good water and getting sunlight and enough sleep and all that kind of stuff? Embrace the unknown, Dreamweaver. It feels like sleep, but again with that trusting the process, trusting in the power of partnership. Hmm. Man, I'll tell you what, like that fatigue, and it kind of cycles into itself too, right? If you are already tired, then you like don't want to do much, and then that makes you even more lethargic and tired. Oh yeah, I've been there. I spent 10 years like that. For me, it was cutting out. It was, food was a big piece of it for me, but everybody's different. Hey, if you're just tuning in and you would like a card, feel free to ask. You can ask any question. There's no charge for the reading. I'm just hanging out and having fun. But if you want to shop for these cards, they're in my little shop there. If you have questions about them, let me know. Or if you just want to say hi, you can do that too. Tired is not the same as fatigue. Absolutely. Yes. And then I had chronic pain issues too, right? So like I have fibromyalgia and my thyroid was out of whack and my hormones were out of whack and like all this stuff. And so fatigue is something totally different. It's like knockdown, drag out from head to toe, inside, outside. It's not just tired. Yeah. Oh, no, I hear you. Yeah, that's what I started drinking a lot of coffee. I've gotten down to, I only drink decaf, and then once in a while, I'll have like an iced coffee or something that's caffeinated, but got off that finally. All right, this is for anybody who needs to hear it. Fortune's friend, you've got a feather in your cap and then some. So there is a potential. I feel like this is speaking to this idea of fatigue and wellness and things like that. Like we have at our core kind of this I want to call it like a nuclear reactor. Like we have at our core like this endless source of energy that we I think sometimes forget and just I don't want to say we don't allow it, but it's something along those lines. Like those words are imperfect, but I think there is like sometimes um, we don't realize that it's there. And it says you've got a feather in your cap and then some. So keep your heart open, hold your head high, trust. There's that trust word again. Trust that your path leads to treasures, whether you choose to strut, swim, or fly. It's like no matter what you do, it doesn't matter what you do, even if you're so tired or you're so fatigued you can barely move. That's enough. Look at this little sleeping owl down there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't quite zoom in. But there's a little tiny blue sleeping owl right here. It's got like a spiral on its forehead. And so that's that wisdom just kind of spiral. It's like, you know, some taking a little rest, but also like creating. Um, and there's just a million different ways that you can get to where you want to go. So look at all these little coins offsetting. But it all comes from here and having that open heart um, and knowing that that is a generator right there in our chest. Powerful generator. This card was really fun. It was created for a small child. I think she was like 1 or 2 when she did this paint gazing session. Mm-hmm. The thing has been gnomes. Yeah. That's interesting because I think so. Yeah, the trend for gnomes is shifting. I think. Yeah, you think the new trend's going to be angels and fairies? Yeah, I could see that. I think people still love like mushrooms and things like that. I would really love to see. What would be really beautiful is like a um, 3D mushroom covered in like that jewelry, like you were talking about, like or decorated somehow with the jewelry, like a antique jewelry like mushroom thing. I don't know how to explain what I'm picturing. Or little scenes. The idea of taking like old jewelry and creating art with it sounds really neat. I love that. 250 pounds. Holy cow. That's amazing. What's up, Lou? Hmm? Hmm. Well, hey, you know what? I think my dog is asking for something. I'm gonna give her some attention. I think she needs to go out. So I'm gonna head out. And plus, my internet's being weird. So thank you for connecting with me. And hopefully, we can connect again soon. Definitely send me those pictures, okay, Cindy? And I hope that you get some good rest tonight and that things ease up so it doesn't feel so heavy and your fatigue dissipates. All right. Have a good night.